everybody, welcome, it's Wendy. I am so excited to share this project with you today. I am going to be showing you how to make this awesome wreath. Isn't it so cute? I just love it. It's in the holiday Stampin' Up catalog, and I have this one all decorated up for fall already. And I have my sweet little doggy over here trying to figure out how to get up here with me. Come here, buddy. Come here. I'll show him off to you. There he is. There's the buddy. He's my bud. He loves to hang out with me while I'm crafting. So in the Handmade for the Holidays catalog, you see I have all kinds of tabs here of fun stuff that I want to get and that my daughter wants to get. We have some really cool kits just right in the beginning of the catalog. And basically all you have to do is order the kits and put them together. Let me just find this one. So here's this one, and it is so cute. The wreath kit itself is $27, and then you can purchase the stamp set to go with it for $25. And the cool thing about this wreath is it's seasonal, so each season you have something different to swap out on the wreath, so you're only at the expense for the wreath the one time, and it covers several different seasons. So let's go check out how we put this together. All right, we're gonna jump right into this wreath, and I want to just show you really quick on the wreath itself a few tips. So as you can see, this part of the wreath here is really full and thick, and if you go to the other side of the wreath, it's a little scrawnier. The reason for that is because I started here, and when I first started, I'm going to try to show you. Okay, here you can see there's like a lot of space in between where I've glued each set of the leaves down. So the leaves come in a set of 3, and there's 3 hanging down, so the gluing of the leaves actually goes pretty quick. So my suggestion to you is to stack these leaves closer together than this. So if you look on the other side of this wreath, you can see that they're pretty close together here. So it'll take you a little bit, but the cool thing is I had a bunch left over, so I was able to go back in and fill in holes where they were missing. Okay, so let's make our first piece of the seasonal wreath. Now I want to give you some tips. The first tip is to look at the directions. This is something, I'm like a guy with directions when it comes to crafting. I look at the picture and then I just throw the directions aside. I'm like, yeah, I got it. I know how to do it. Well, in this case, in particular, it's really helpful to look at the directions because it tells you in these tips right here to stamp on these die cuts before you remove them from the sheet, the bats and the acorns. Stamp on these die cut accents after you remove them from the sheet, the trees, circles, and feathers. So it's telling you it's easier to stamp the bats and the acorns prior to removing them from the sheet. So I am doing the feathers today because I want to make the autumn banner. And it tells you right here to use Cajun Craze and Delightful Dijon for your autumn banner. And so it gives you the tips on what to do. So right at the top we're gonna see, yep. Okay, so this is all just how to put together the wreath itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and punch out my feathers because in the directions it tells me it's easier to stamp my feathers once they're out of this. So you can you can see that I actually need the acorns also, it looks like. And then there's these little wood feathers, and there's push pins. So you get this little kit that's got all kinds of goodies in it, so we'll get into that. So it looks like I need the acorns too, but the acorns need to be stamped while they're still in the paper. So we'll stamp the feathers first, and it looks like I need to stamp like 2 of each in each color. So we're using, let's see, what colors did they tell me to use? Delightful Dijon and Cajun Craze. So I'm going to grab my Cajun Craze here and my Delightful Dijon. And This is the stamp set that you get that you need to purchase with the wreath kit, okay? It's photopolymer, which is wonderful because that means that you're going to be able to see right through and stamp really easy. And then I'm going to get my acorn out also while we're at it. Get a few clear blocks here to mount these up. Push it off with my finger. I'm going to do a few of the stripes in this color. This is going to be so pretty to hang up for fall. I'm really excited about it. And the cool thing is, I just have this little bitty thing to store then. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and stamp in Cajun Craze, and I'm not even going to clean my ink off because it's a lighter ink, and I think it'll be pretty when it mixes. It might show through just a little bit. Nope, it doesn't because it's such a dark contrast, right? So, okay, so there I have 5 in the striped feather. So now I'm going to stamp 5 in the solid feather. So there I have all my feathers, and now I need to stamp a few acorns. So let me grab my die cut sheets. Here they are. And I'm going to stamp some acorns. We'll start with the Delightful Dijon. And supposedly these are easier. Oh, I think this goes this way, actually. It must. This one. So I am just going to do, oops, I got inked up all the way. I am going to do, I can see now the acorn stamp is a little bit bigger than the acorn on here, so that's why they tell you to stamp it on this. So I'll do 4 in that color, and then I'm going to go ahead and ink up my Cajun Craze and stamp. So now I've got all those. Let's see, I need my little feathers, my little wooden feathers out of there. Those are so cute. I need my little string. I got push pins to stick into the sides of the... Oh, I just lost a sequin. That's kind of sucky. Okay, so then I've got my string here, which I'm guessing is intended to use for all the seasons. Because see, you can make all different. There's fall, Halloween, and Christmas. So I'm thinking I'm just going to measure across my wreath about how much of this string I will need. This video is going to end up being a lot longer than I was expecting. Sorry about that, guys. I hope you don't mind. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and trim this off. It's about how much I need to use. I think I like that arrangement. So now I just need to hot glue everything down. So this grab my Stella pen and let's add some glitz to these feathers. Oh, they're pretty. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but they're shiny now and they're sparkly. I love the sparkles. I'm a sparkle girl. And then I think I'm gonna make, oh look, it's blending my ink up here. That's fun. And making it glittery all at the same time. That was fun. Okay, so now I need to clean this off because I don't want red in there. Alright, so that's it. And look, I have all these left over. So I could probably make a card or something fun. let's put it on my wreath, shall we? This is pretty much it. The only thing I have left to do. Okay, let's measure this situation out. The only thing I have left to do is to tie on the hanging thing, the piece that makes this hang from something. So I will be doing that. Okay, perfect. That's much better. All right. So there's my wreath for fall. And now the hanging piece, or I guess that's what you could call it. I don't really know. You get this whole bag full of these beautiful ribbons. So there's a Halloween one, a Christmas one, and a fall one. So I'm going to grab out the fall. And let's see how they do it. Let's look at the directions. Okay, so basically what they do is they make a big loop and tie a bow at the bottom, and then the bow resides right in this area. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take a picture of it, and you guys can check all of this out on my blog. And the picture, of course, will be in the video after it ends here. So you can check all that out because this video is insanely long. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day.